There are secrets that have been passed down through time and throughout history that still lie buried beneath layers of earth, dust, and even time itself. Occasionally, though, we uncover one of these artifacts and we find that while some of these relics are beautiful, others are strange, and a few are downright eerie. They defy everything we thought we knew about the past. Artifacts so mysterious that they raise more questions than answers. What were they used for? Who created them? And why do they still haunt us today? In this fourth installment of our 5 Unexplained Ancient Artifacts series, we'll dive into some of history's most confounding relics. We'll explore the haunting expressions of the Lewis Chessmen, the massive stone jars scattered across Laos, the puzzling Sator Square, the precision-crafted Neolithic stone balls, and even a human skull turned into a ceremonial cup. Each one remains a mystery, waiting, maybe forever, for answers we may never find. Let's dive in on Fireside Unsolved, Episode 120, 5 Unexplained Ancient Artifacts, Part 4. Our journey begins in Scotland, on the Isle of Lewis, where a discovery in 1831 changed our understanding of medieval artifacts. Unearthed from the sands of Uig, the Lewis Chessmen are a collection of intricate chess pieces carved from walrus ivory and whale teeth. Believed to have been created in Norway during the late 12th or early 13th century, these pieces reflect the medieval Norse culture that spread through the Scottish Isles during the time. The craftsmanship is extraordinary, showcasing the skills of Scandinavian artisans who meticulously captured the societal hierarchy of their time. These detailed figures include a king, queen, bishop, knight, and pawns. Each one of these detailed figures is unique in its artistry, with expressions ranging from fierce determination to stoic calm. The kings sit in authority, gazing forward with a sense of quiet command. The queens appear deep in thought and dignified, while the bishops, dressed in religious garb, represent the powerful role of the church. But the real story of the Lewis Chessmen is, how did they end up on this remote Scottish island, far from their supposed Norwegian origins? Theories range from a shipwreck to the pieces being hidden by a trader or noble during a time of unrest. Others suggest they were part of a collection intended for a wealthy Scottish family, symbolizing their alliance or status. Yet no one knows for sure, leaving their journey as mysterious as the chessmen themselves. The chessmen also raise questions about what their actual purpose was. Some historians believe they were intended purely for gameplay, but others suspect a deeper significance. The hierarchy of chess, king, queen, knights, and pawns, could reflect the rigid societal structure of medieval Norse and Gaelic societies, making the chessmen both a game and a representation of power. Today, the Lewis Chessmen are considered among the finest examples of medieval craftsmanship, holding a place in both the British Museum and the National Museum of Scotland. But they remain mysterious, a history that invites endless speculation about their creators, their journey, and their ultimate purpose. In the highlands of Laos lies an ancient mystery, the Plain of Jars. Scattered across the Xiangshuang Plateau, thousands of giant stone jars, some nearly 3 meters tall, dot the landscape, sparking endless curiosity about their purpose. Estimated to date back as early as 500 BCE, these jars have left historians, archaeologists, and local people alike searching for answers. Each jar is unique in size and form, ranging from 1 to 3 meters tall and made from stone not native to the area, hinting at a complex transport process that indicates their importance to the people who created them. Some folklore states that the jars were used by giants to brew rice wine for grand celebrations. This adds cultural intrigue to the site and speaks to the deep reverence the Plain of Jars holds in local traditions. But the most accepted theory suggests the jars were used in burial rituals, as artifacts, human remains, and ceramic materials have been discovered around some of the sites. Some jars appear with stone discs nearby, possibly lids that would have been used to cover the jar's contents. But many jars stand open and exposed, leaving their exact purpose unclear. The Plain of Jars is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, preserving its cultural significance for generations to come. Despite decades of research, these massive stone vessels remain one of Southeast Asia's most enduring and fascinating mysteries, sparking wonder about the people who created them and the secrets they may still hold. One of history's most enduring puzzles is the Sator Square, an ancient Latin word square that has fascinated scholars, historians, and mystery enthusiasts for centuries. This word square, which appears in Roman-era sites across Europe, most notably in Pompeii, is a remarkable example of linguistic ingenuity. It consists of 5 words arranged in a 5x5 grid. The beauty of the Sator Square lies in its unique symmetry. No matter how you read it, horizontally or vertically, it remains the same. In essence, it is a palindrome with the words reading identically in all directions. The phrase is often interpreted as, "The sower Arapo holds the wheels with care," though its true meaning has never been definitively understood. The word satyr translates to sower or planter, tenet means holds or holds together, and opera is typically translated as work or effort. The word rotas can be translated as wheels, but the word aripo is a linguistic anomaly. It does not appear to have any known meaning in classical Latin, which has led to much speculation about its origin. Some believe it might be a name, others suggest it could be a code, and some even consider it an invented term meant purely to complete the symmetry of the square. Dating back as early as 79 AD, the Sator Square has been linked to early Christianity. Some researchers theorize that the square was used by early Christians as a covert symbol, representing their faith during a time of persecution. Its symmetrical nature may have been interpreted as a hidden Christian cross, and some even suggest that the square was a secret way for Christians to communicate or mark their places of worship. In the medieval period, it was sometimes used as a charm or amulet, believed to possess protective qualities that could be used as a spell against disease, evil, and malevolent forces. Despite countless interpretations, the true meaning of the Sator Square remains unknown. Whether it was a protective charm, a secret Christian code, or simply an intellectual exercise, the Sator Square continues to be an unsolved historical mystery. Its cryptic allure endures through the centuries, making it one of the most fascinating and mysterious artifacts of the ancient world. Nestled within the rich archaeological landscapes of Scotland, these carved stone spheres remain one of the ancient world's most captivating mysteries. These small yet intricately crafted balls date back to Scotland's Neolithic period, between 3200 and 1500 BCE. With their origins rooted nearly 5,000 years ago, these artifacts open a portal into ancient societies and their lifestyles. Found predominantly in northeastern Scotland, these stones continue to provoke debate among archaeologists and historians. What was their purpose? Who made them? And why did these ancient craftspeople devote such meticulous attention to these objects? Each ball fits comfortably in the hand, averaging about 7 centimeters in diameter. Crafted from a variety of stones, including sandstone and greenstone, the balls display a range of patterns, from simple to highly complex. Some are plain, while others feature dozens of protruding knobs or ornate geometric carvings. The sheer skill required to create such uniform shapes and intricate designs suggests that their makers were highly skilled, perhaps even possessing a rudimentary knowledge of geometry. Some carved stone balls contain designs resembling Platonic solids, shapes studied by the Greeks thousands of years later, raising fascinating questions about the mathematical understanding of Scotland's Neolithic peoples. The intended function of these carved stone balls remains speculative, giving rise to numerous theories. One idea is that they symbolized power or social status, perhaps held by tribal leaders, as emblems of authority or spiritual significance. Others propose a practical use, like acting as weights in weighing systems, or serving as rollers to help transport large stones used in building megalithic monuments. Experimental archaeology even suggests that the balls could work as ball bearings, facilitating the movement of massive stones by rolling them along these small carved spheres. Another theory is that they were ritualistic objects, perhaps held in ceremonies or spiritual gatherings as symbols of a mysterious ancient tradition. Their careful placement in grave sites and sacred locations hints at an association with ritual or spirituality. with the balls possibly representing cosmological beliefs, community unity, or protection in the afterlife. Each ball is a symbol of ancient knowledge, artistry, and culture, proof of an era when people invested time and creativity into objects that held significant, if unknown, meaning. Throughout human history, some cultures have repurposed the human skull as a drinking vessel or ceremonial cup. Known as skull cups, these artifacts span centuries and continents, with records in Europe, Asia, and even early Britain. Each skull cup serves as a unique historical relic embodying ritualistic, martial, or symbolic significance. The oldest known skull cups date back roughly 15,000 years to Gough's Cave in England, where markings indicate they were carefully prepared for use. In ancient China, the skull cup represented a powerful victory trophy, often lacquered for ceremony. The practice was also recorded among the Xiongnu, nomadic people from Mongolia, who used skull cups in alliances and peace ceremonies. In Tibetan Buddhism, the skull cup or kapala holds a revered place. Often ornately carved and decorated, it is used in tantric rituals, symbolizing impermanence and transformation. Some Hindu deities are even depicted holding the skull cups, reinforcing their association with cosmic forces and spiritual potency. In medieval Europe, warriors such as the Scythians and Lombards fashioned skulls of defeated enemies into ceremonial cups, both to honor and intimidate. Historical accounts describe Bulgaria's Khan Krum celebrating victory with a jeweled skull cup made from the head of a Byzantine emperor, highlighting the mix of reverence and symbolic power these vessels conveyed. Each skull cup told a story, capturing the complex relationship ancient people had with life, death, and the human form. These artifacts provide an incredibly valuable insight into a world long ago. From the mystery of the Lewis Chessmen to the timeless questions of the Neolithic carved stone spheres, these ancient artifacts remind us just how much we still have to learn about our ancestors. The stone plane of jars, the cryptic Sator Square, and the ritualistic skull cups show us that history is filled with wonders that challenge what we think we know. If you enjoyed diving into these unexplained ancient artifacts, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Until we meet again, stay curious and keep the fire burning. We'll see you next time. Fireside. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Fireside Unsolved. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Until next time, take it easy and be easy, you filthy bastards.